Okay, anytime. Hi everyone, it's PJ, and this morning I am doing my morning routine, and I was going to show you all the different things I do to keep this face looking like this. Even though it's a little teenage-ish, I use Clean and Clear blackhead eraser because I get some pore stuff. Look how green my eyes are today. Ooh. I get some pore stuff going on. I also have this like red blotchy stuff that I've had forever, and this tends to close the pores like once they're all cleaned up. Like this will clean them all out, and then I have other products that like clean them up. So first I use this. Okay, then after I use that, I like really pat my skin dry, but I use a really rough washcloth to do it. Like, cause I want to exfoliate as much skin as I can with just the washcloth. And this has like it's a gritty texture. So this is the first thing I use. Next, I will go, and I gotta order more, to my PMD. Now, depending on the day, but I usually do this like twice a week, the PMD. So I'll use this next to prepare my skin for the PMD, which we're gonna do in a minute. All right, so now my skin is prepared for my PMD. As you know, is this little sucker. And you have to use that stuff. It's like really drying, the stuff that I just used. But it dries up your skin so that you can scrape the top of your skin off with this stuff. So I'll show you how you do it. You just go across. You have to pull your skin tight and then go across. So, and it just takes the top layer of skin off. And it creates like collagen and stuff because like now your skin's going to repair itself. That's the point, I guess. I'm supposed to be doing it the other way, but it never works for me. Ah, I got too close to my eye. I felt that. You're not supposed to get the tender skin like under your eye. You can get like around it like that, but not under it. And my biggest bitch about this thing is you cannot get this part of your nose, which for me gets rough. So I have to use like once a week. Do you remember those things and you'd pull them off and go, oh, it looks like a porcupine? I use those once a week because that gets rid of the roughness right here because nothing else seems to. It's supposed to like really lighten or get rid of a lot of the little lines that you get. Now, once you're done that, they have their own little toner, okay? Because it neutralizes, like, I don't know if this makes your skin alkaline or acid, but this neutralizes that. So then I do this. But what it doesn't do is, like, close your pores. So I actually let this dry. It smells like lemons. I actually let this dry on my skin, and then I use a different product to close my pores, like a regular toner. But this you have to use because you just did the PMD. So it's specific, and you got to order it from them. But it's not super expensive or anything. You only use a couple drops, so. Next, I like the L'Oreal Hydra Fresh Toner. I also like, there's one that was like a pore minimizer that I need to get. Like this one does not have the pore minimizer on it, but it is a good toner. It's from L'Oreal, which tends to have like good products, but I really like the minimizing pore one. I think it's Neutrogena, so I have to go and get that because I'm out. But I had this, so I'm just going to use that on my pores, try and close them up. And this feels better. The stuff, the PMD stuff is very sticky. It feels like you're putting, like, I don't know, lemonade on your skin. Pretty much. And now my skin looks horrible, right? It's like all spotty and gloopy and crazy looking, but it'll do that. Yeah, so you want to put it even on your neck. But see how blotchy I get afterwards? But it's supposed to do that. And I'm going to show you what I do at night to kind of combat all this. I know it sounds crazy that you do all this stuff for yourself and then you combat it all back. But that is what you do. And my face is puffy today. Like, I don't know why. I didn't need any Thanksgiving anything yet because I didn't have Thanksgiving. My kids went with their father, and so I was here by myself. So I had a shake, and and I was like really hungry because I didn't have any food in the house. So I only had like this little tiny bit of like pancake complete. So I made like a pancake. I don't know. Anyway, next is Peter Thomas Roth's Firm, and it is the serum. And that is the next step that I do after I do PMD, because it is, my skin is like open and can absorb stuff so much better, you know. This has collagen in it. It like does, it's a really beautiful product. And I will show you, excuse my phlegm. I will show you, like, okay, so here's my hand, right? And let me do this. Put a little bit on my hand. Do you see the difference? Like, you just get rid of all of the wrinkles. Like, it's crazy. So I use this on my hand, on my arms a little bit. Like, I use it more than just... And I also have this other cream that you have to use at night because it has retinol in it. And that one is, like, you can use on your face and your arms and stuff. So I've been using both, and I'm loving them. And I also use at night Peter Thomas Roth retinol. But I will be doing nighttime too. I'm just doing the daytime because it's daytime. It is such a foggy, cloudy, weird looking day out there. So then next, for my face, for my 60-year-old face, next is Pericomb High Potency Eye Lift, which I talk about all the time. You only need a tiny, tiny little dab. That's probably too much, but that's how much always comes out every time I use it. And you don't want to put it down like near your tear ducts, just in and around your eyes, like that soft stuff, because it does have some property in it that that either dilates or constricts or something. But I have put it too close to my, I got an itch now, great. I have put it too close to my like tear ducts and stuff. I don't know if it got in my eye or too much on my eyelids, but I instantly got a headache and could feel like my eyeballs are like this, you know. I don't know what the hell it was, but that's it. The next product I have been using is from, and I always get this wrong, so let's get the magnifying glass out. Pure Sant. Pure Sant is the name of the company. It is a neck lift cream. So this is the one that I swear smells like vegetables. It smells like a, it's got to have like melon and cucumber but it has vegetable stuff in it because you can smell it like instantly. And this is just for your neck. I put it a little higher, but it is a firming cream as well as the hydrator. And then the one that I think, I'm using these two together because I bought them at the same time and I actually started using this one. And then this one came in. This is Beverly Hills MD, you know, and this is neck and face. So I was like, well, I wanted to use the one for my neck and face and then the other one just for my neck, but I couldn't like figure it out. So I've just been using them both. pretty much the only difference is I'll take the Beverly Hills MD up all the way, and I won't with the one that says for neck only. So, but they're on together, so they're melding together. And this has more of a creamy smell to it. It's not perfumey. It's almost a little medicine-y, but I have liked the results from these two creams, so I'm like kind of loving it. Okay. All right. And that is like the cream that I put on before. This is it. That's the regimen I do in the morning before I start putting on my makeup. And I will show you tonight when I get home and do my wind down makeup, you know, taking my makeup off and what I do at night and some of the procedures I do to try and make this not look so... I'll cut that out. That's the stuff. These are the things that I do. Now, what I also let this do is kind of bake on. I leave it on and I'll go make coffee and relax until my skin feels like it absorbs some. Because if I just started right now and started sticking like creamy makeup on my skin, I feel like that would be absorbed too. And I want this to absorb in a little bit before I start. Look at that. PMD really kind of rips you up. But before I start my makeup. Yeah, so that's what I do. Okay, makeup on, and all of that is underneath my makeup, all that stuff I just used. But I think that it helps it kind of be glowy and helps me not have, you know, like dry skin throughout the day. Okay, so this is my nighttime routine. The first thing I do, and I've been doing, is I take up all my makeup with Neutrogena, I can't say the word, makeup wipes. So the first thing I do is take up all the makeup of the day, and we'll start there. They feel good. Next, I wash my face with Peter Thomas Roth's, it's just a facial soap. It's very gentle and not drying whatsoever, and I wash my face with that, which I've already done. Then I have this diamond needle, and it's by Radiance, okay? And these are like little tiny needles, and you take alcohol and you rinse this off and get it clean, because you don't want to ever like put something on your skin that's going to give you an infection. And then you simply rub it, even though it's got alcohol in it, but you rub it on your skin, and it does somewhat the same thing that the collagen, that the PMD does. Like, that takes off the surface skin, and this kind of gets a little lower, and you're damaging that layer of skin. It's not like you don't bleed. And you can, you know, because you're doing it, you can put it down like as deep or not as deep as you want. And yes, you do this, and you do this, and you do that. Again, you're going to stay away from like all the soft skin that's underneath your eyes. But anywhere you're noticing creasing, like me, because you're old, what you got to do to stay halfway. I can't wait for my facelift. I swear I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put a GoFundMe and see if anybody cares. That would be so funny. Actually, that's really sad. Anyway, so that would be the next process I do. Now, I don't usually do that on the same day that I do the PMD, but because I'm showing you, I just did it. And I do my forehead too. You do the whole thing. Then I got this cream. It is Advanced Clinical, and it's a salon professional cream, and it's got retinol in it. This this is the one, you can not only use it on your face, but you can also use it on your hands or anywhere. And it's a big big old jar of it. And so that's the next thing that goes on. And you can put that on the soft skin of your eyes. That's fine. It's not a high enough, because retinol can be kind of damaging too. It can make your skin really, really red. And I've already got my ruddy patches, so I have to be careful not to go into the, there's like a prescription level retinol. I can't do that because it'll burn the skin right off my face. But this stuff I can use on my hands, and it's made a really big difference in how my hands and my arms use. You can put it all over your body, really. I'm so dry by nature. You think I'm dry by nature? Look at the hair. So for me, this really works. And then I take my Peter Thomas Roth, blah, 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 firm, and that goes under my neck, and I need to order more because I'm like almost out. Not quite. So that goes under my neck. See? Right like that. So that's my neck firming stuff. Then, wait until you catch this action. I have one of these things. Now, if you want to scare your dogs, this is how you do it. Okay, so this is a little Velcro thing, and you use it to tighten up your neck a little. You give yourself a greater chance of like having a stroke because it cuts off the circulation here. And after a minute, I'll start feeling that. So I don't leave it on but for so long, maybe an hour at night. So I put this on, and just to try to develop that. And I wish I had found this thing prior to like my 40s, because I think I could have kept my chin in better shape had I done that. You just have to be careful that it's not tight around your arteries on the side and your veins, you know, because yeah, you can cut off too much circulation. But anyway, so I sit like this and watch like an hour movie or show or whatever. Once you're done that, and you're like ready for bed, and everything's kind of absorbed into your face that you put on all of the other creams and whatnot, then you get your night retinol fusion, and that's from Peter Thomas Roth. And this is like a really cool oil. It's like a dry oil, so you can put it, you can just lavish this stuff on, and I do, but it is not like it won't stay greasy on your skin. I know somebody who uses it right before they put on their makeup because it's a dry oil. It dries right up. Put it on the back of your hands. It is an amazing thing to keep your hands looking younger than what they would look like otherwise. So retinol is really, really good to do those things. So now my skin's all oily, but this is how I would go to sleep. I mean, truth be known, doesn't this look like this is the retinol from Peter Thomas Roth? Doesn't this look like something out of like an old apothecary? Like an old witch's brew thing? It's old witchy brew. I guess that's it, guys. And then just so you know, I have been in love with this stuff. It's called Wrapped in Comfort Cashmere and Almond Extract. And it's not for your face, but I wanted to tell you about it. But oh my gosh, the smell of this stuff. I put it on my arms and then I go like this all night to smell it. It's called Wrapped in Comfort. Get you some. That would be a great gift for anybody, by the way, for the holidays, that lotion, because I have not smelled any lotion that smells this good. But anyway, all right, so if you'd like to follow me down the rabbit hole that is my life, hit the button down below and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, a thumbs down if you don't. Either way, got you watching. Manifest something great in your life. If you know it, believe it, think it, see it, know it in your heart. It can be yours. Just know it, and it's yours. Just say thank you, universe. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye. Good night. I'm going to bed.